Hi, good people. How have you been? Welcome back to Inspire and Give Hope Show by Ndungu. I'm so excited to have you guys here. And by the way, if you have not watched my previous video, kindly subscribe. Go there, watch my previous video so that you can be able to catch up with us and be able to understand why I'm doing this. So guys, so many of you may be wondering why I'm giving my stories. The reason I'm giving my story is to inspire someone, to give someone hope that no matter what happened to you, no matter what you're going through, there is still hope, there is still something that you can fight for. So guys, welcome back to this show whereby we inspire and give hope to those people who are hopeless, and to inspire that person who feels that all is over. I want to assure you that all is not over until God says it's over. So guys, if you have not watched my previous video, kindly kimbia huko, hit that subscribe button and get to watch what I talked about in my previous video, so that when you come to watch this one, you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. So guys, as many of you, maybe some know, some don't know, but I want to talk today I want to talk about my back problem, how it is started. Apparently I was diagnosed with disc degenerative disease in September. And let me start how it is started. It was one Sunday morning, and I woke up just normally, and I was ready to go to church. So guys, we woke up very early, and my husband took the shower first, and then I was to take the shower the second one. So after I was done, I got into the bathroom, and now after I've scrubbed my body, now it was time to rinse my body now. So when I tried to bend like this so that I can rinse my back, that's when I felt a sharp pain on my lower back. And I really made a very big scream, whereby my husband had to come to the bathroom to see what was happening. He came and asked me what it was. I told me that I've bended to rinse my back, but sasa mgongo nimesikia another pain. I don't know where it has come from. And then now he told me that you just finish up quickly to shower, you come, maybe I can massage you and we see whether it will be okay. So when I try to turn on the front side now to rinse my front now again, I felt like ni kama sasa nimevunjwa hivi. I felt a lot of pain. I even shed a tear, and now I made the loudest scream than the previous one. So my husband came to the bathroom, and he was like, "What is happening?" I told him that I've experienced another pain when I was trying to rinse my front, now bending on the back. That's when now we went to the bedroom. He massaged me a bit, and I didn't feel that much of a relief, but I was so determined to go to the church that Sunday, simply because we had a Holy Communion Sunday. So guys, I was ready for the Holy Communion, and there was nothing that was going to stop me from going to church. So we dressed up and we went to the church. Along the way, I was in so much pain. I was feeling a lot of pain, but I had to soldier on. Nikamuscle up na nikasema no, I have to go to the church. On reaching to the church, it was a very difficult sermon for me, as others were enjoying. For me, it was a very difficult time for me during that period. I remember when people were singing and praising, I was there seated down crying. I was like shedding my tears. I could just tap my eyes. I was so much in pain, and a few people in the church noticed I was struggling, and they didn't understand what was happening. So we had a successful Sunday. We took our Holy Communion and we went back home. On the way, my husband bought me an Amaso Relaxer painkiller, and I took, and immediately we arrived at home, I took a rest. But I was still so much in pain. So guys, that Sunday ikaisha hivyo, and then Monday it was time for me now to go to work. I used to work in Eldoret. So it was time for me to wake up to go to work. So I remember I woke that morning with a lot of pain. It had not subsided. I prepared and went to work. And when I was at work, we were sent in a nearby town for a duty with another colleague of mine. And I remember at some point we had to use a motorbike, and I was unable kabisa kupanda the motorbike. And my friend was like, "What is happening, Jane?" And then she recommended that I take a Zulu. I took a Zulu MR, but my pain haikuisikia. So we were unable to continue with the assignment, and we went back to the office. On arriving to the office, no, it became so persistent, and I talked to my manager. I needed a day off, a half day off. I go home and I get to understand what is happening to me. So on Tuesday, we decided not to go to the hospital. By the my back problem, my back pain started on 25th September 2017. So you can imagine from 1st June 2012 to 25th September 2017, how many years down the line? Almost 5. That's when my problem now came back again. So I didn't know that the impact of my injury could have maybe resulted to that, but that one I'll bring you to the highlight of how we discussed with the doctor and how we came to conclude that it had an impact on the same, that accident had an impact with my current situation. So guys, we went to hospital, and allow me to mention this hospital because it was able to diagnose my problem so well, and I got some help there. It was St. Luke's Hospital in Eldoret. It is a very, very good hospital. Maybe many of you have used the facility, but it is a good one. That's when I went on Tuesday, and the doctor that I saw requested to have an x-ray done to me, and it was performed, and clearly it showed that my back had a problem. So you were like, what is happening? Back problem from where? So the doctor gave me some medication, very, very many medication. Many of them were painkillers to ease down the pain. And he requested that now, for him to understand what is happening, I need to do an MRI. So we left the hospital after doing a pre-auth with the NHIF. And now we went home to wait for them to pre-authorize so that I can go back and get an MRI done to me. So we went home. On Wednesday, I went back to work. And I remember that Wednesday, I could not sit up well. I could not attend to my clients. And I remember when the clients came to my desk, I could refer them to my other colleagues. I was just looking at my computer like this, and tears were just dropping. Yani nilikuwa nalia tu. I was in so much pain, I could not control myself. Sitting down was a problem, sleeping was a problem, walking was a problem. Hakuna kitu mgongo ilikuwa inataka kusikia. And I was like, what is happening to me? And then I had unexplained pain in my legs. So that day, my manager again asked me to go home and get some rest as I go to see the doctor again on Thursday. Now here we are talking from Sunday to Thursday. All those things are happening during that period. And on Thursday, we went back to St. Luke, and we found that the pre-auth was not yet authorized, and now we had to pay cash. So we paid for the MRI. It was performed, and after some few hours, my MRI report was out. So guys, this is a shocking news when I realized that this thing is serious. The MRI machine, it's another big machine. Unaingishwa ndani kama oven, and then you feel like as if now you are dying. Yani I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't sleep well in that meza yao yenye unaingishwa kwa MRI. It is a round big thing. It was so scary for me, and I remember at that moment I could cry. Unaona ile unalia silently. I could cry, and sikuwa naona ikimaliza. Yani like I couldn't wait for it to finish doing whatever it was doing to me. So the report was out, and I took it back to the doctor. Nikapelekea daktari, and the doctor, the first thing he asked me was, how old are you? And I told him my age. And then he asked me, when did this problem start? No, I started all over again. The same doctor I was with on Monday, and I explained to him on Sunday what I repeated everything, because in my entire life I've never experienced such a pain. So I explained again afresh as the way I'd explained on Sunday. No, sorry, on Monday. I told him it started on Sunday, and the pain has been just persisting. You gave me some medication, it's not coming down. Now that is when he explained to me that I have a condition called disc degenerative disease. It is whereby my disc is totally imekuwa crushed, and he could tell that also my backbone density is way low. So what he had, we were like, what is that? And then now he asked me whether I have ever had an injury there before, and I explained now to him. I was taken back to 2012, and I explained to him about my accident, the accident I had on that accident where I was hurt, because as I had told you earlier, I had a pelvis fracture. So he told me that one might have resulted not to my back, mgongo iliguzwa. So we asked him, now what do we do? Now the doctor advised me that now the only treatment to your problem it's a surgery. Now we were like, surgery ya mgongo? And then we asked him, is it a major or a minor surgery? No, that is my husband asking. But then I want to say thank you to my husband. He has been my biggest support system, the biggest support system, together with my family. Like every clinic, every doctor's review, my husband has always accompanied me. He has been very empathetic, very sympathetic, very understanding, and I don't know, may God bless you so much for me. So guys, he asked the doctor whether it was a major surgery or a minor surgery, and the doctor told him it was a major surgery. And then I don't know whether this doctor did not understand the shock we were in, because he asked him how, and then he started now explaining the number of doctors that will be needed for me for that surgery to go on. And then you are like, what are you telling us? No shock on us when you are told about the price. Where we were like, where will that money come from? So we told him, let us go and take this medication, and then we see how it goes. He told us, yeah, but your condition needs a surgery. So we left the hospital, and I remember leaving that hospital that day. Sorry, from hospital to stage, I was really crying on the way. Like, watu walikuwa wananiangalia, why is this lady crying? I cried along the way. Tukapanda matatu, nikalia mpaka kwa nyumba. Kwa matatu, you think that we have had a quarrel. And now on reaching home, that's when I realized how my husband was crushed. Because the moment we just opened the door and got into the house, he just knelt down and made one big cry. That God, why? Why? We gathered ourselves, and we talked to one of my sister-in-law. And when we explained to her everything, wow, she took the news. I don't know. She was so composed. She gave us hope. She talked to us. She prayed with us, and she told us that things are going to be okay. You just have to be strong. Things are going to be okay. We'll figure out what is going on, and at the end of it all, let's not forget to put God first. That one gave us a lot of motivation. It really motivated us, and after that we are like, okay, yeah, I think we need to be strong now. So guys, that's how my journey started. The following day, we went to seek second opinion. We seek second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion, until, guys, now we landed into another doctor's hand. And I want to say thank you to those two doctors. I don't know whether to mention their names, but I think I need to mention their names. Dr. Vadgama, MTRH, and Dr. Elijah Muteti, MTRH. So I want to say a special thanks to these doctors, because they walked with me through this journey, especially Dr. Muteti. He could really talk to me. He started seeing me like immediately. He's an orthopedic surgeon. He started seeing me immediately. He recommended me a corset, and then we started doing medication, and also we engaged physiotherapy. I remember for a period of about 5 months, I was on sick leave. After 2 weeks, I go back for review. I'm given another 2 weeks sick leave, and you'll find that I've reported to work like 2 to 3 times, whereby my work was really affected, and I had to be summoned to the head office. Now, guys, this hapa ndio naambiaga, we have a God in heaven. We have a God in heaven, and his promises are yes and amen. There is that God who fights your battles behind the door. Yani uko tu nyuma, God is working for your own good. I remember I was summoned to Nairobi because of poor performance, and I was needed there to show cause what is happening. And I remember asking myself, will I really make that journey to Nairobi with this problem of my back? By that time, I could not sit, I could not walk. Niko tu sick leave. My file was full of sick leave. And I remember I resigned. I explained to my manager that whatever that I'm required to go there and do, I don't think I can reach to Nairobi. So the only thing I think I can do, let me resign. I just go home and figure out what is happening to me. And I sent the letter despite my manager refusing to that idea. And I remember I was told, Jen, even if you have done a resignation letter, you are needed to come to Nairobi. And I was released early that day. I remember it was on Friday. I was released around 2. I was told to go home and take a good rest. And then on Saturday, I make sure I'm in Nairobi by 11. So guys, I had no option. I went home. Actually, that night, I traveled to Nakuru. I took a rest. And then now on Saturday, I started the journey to Nairobi. I remember I went and saw my head of department and the HR. And now they were really interested to know what is happening to me, how they can offer their support. Kumbe, mimi, I was wrong. I thought that I'm going to be fired, but God was working behind the scenes. Yani, that's how God comes through for us. So I explained my case to them. I explained my condition, what has been happening, the treatment that I've been getting up to where I was at that moment. And now they told me that they are ready to offer me accord me any support. And I remember now at that moment I was transferred to another branch whereby I was given lesser duties. And I really want to thank them wherever they are, for they really understood me. They really supported me during that period that I needed them. And now that is how I was now transferred to another branch we had in Kakamega. So that was now 2018, around February. 2018 February, I traveled to Kakamega, and I was in Kakamega for 1 year. And I remember during that period, I didn't have my family there. I was all alone. But now and then my family could visit me there. My husband could visit me there. And I was really accorded the maximum support that I needed. But now come towards the end of 2018. Remember, I'm still receiving physiotherapy at Kakamega. And I'm also going to Eldoret frequently now for my review from my doctor to see how I'm progressing. But now come towards the end of 2018. Now that's when things now started. Kumbe I was deteriorating pole bila kujua. And there's this hospital in Kakamega whereby I was going for physiotherapy, and it reached a point. My physiotherapist wrote a letter to the hospital, and they say that Jane should not be touched by anyone because her condition now is getting severe. So that letter, it was filed in their file to show that nobody should touch me. Yani, like, nobody should attend to me because my condition needed further attention. So come December, after we closed the year, I traveled now to Eldoret back at home, and I talked to my manager that I needed now to seek further medical attention, and I was given a leave at the beginning of the year. He was also very, very supportive. He gave me a leave. I go and get to understand what is happening to me. So that is how I landed in Eldoret. Again, now this time I went for another MRI. Okay, by the way, guys, I forgot. 2017 December, the pain was so much, it became so much unbearable. And on 22nd December, I was done the epidural steroid injection, whereby they injected my spine with a dawa. Waliniambia ni dawa ya uchungu. So I was injected on 22nd, and that it managed my pain for about 3 months. I don't know, maybe there are those who understand that kind of injection whereby it is injected in your spine. It is done at the theater. Unaenda unadungo hiyo sindano, and then it is supposed to carry you for a period of a few months, whereby itakuwa lessen a bit of the pain. So guys, come 28 by the 2018 now December, I remember my right leg. I could go dragging my right leg. It became so numb, and I remember my right toes zote mbili mpaka kwa ankle, I could not feel my leg. And I think ungenikata singesikia kitu. I felt like my leg is not there anymore. And I remember walking very, very slowly because I was like calculating my steps, because I was in so much pain. I could not hurry, I could not do anything. So I felt so fragile. It was becoming really, really hard for me. So come January 7, January 5, I was done another MRI by the request of my doctor, Dr. Muteti. I was done the MRI again, and it showed that now this time the condition is becoming worse. So on 7th January, I sought another opinion. I never got tired. I sought another opinion, and I remember I landed at Top Hill Hospital in Eldoret, whereby I was received by very, very, very good doctors, and especially my neurosurgeon, Dr. F. Koech. Thank you so much, Daktari. That is where now I got helped, and that is where now my another journey began. So guys, that is story that I will air it on my next video. So guys, kindly subscribe. Wait for my next video, how my journey now to the treatment began. The treatment was very tough. The treatment has been a very tough journey, but I'm still soldiering on. So guys, I'm going to share with you now about now the journey to my now healing, or the journey to my correction of my back problem. So guys, I want to inspire someone out there that it is not over. Don't give up. Don't give up on anything. Don't give up on your relative who is going through a difficult time, especially medically. Don't give up on even on yourself. You need you for you. You need you for you. So guys, don't give up. Don't think that it is over. God is still at the throne. So guys, on to my next video. From me to you. Bye bye.